the man from down under with a little thunder, WWE and Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer, Bushwhacker Luke. I hear something else comes from down under too. The Wrestling with Figs podcast with my mates Chris and James. You gotta tune into this great podcast because Chris and James will give you all the inside info. Whoa! Yay!
What is up, James? How are you, mate?
G'day, Chris. G'day, everyone. I'm very well, Chris. How are you, buddy?
Very well, mates. It's good to be back with you on a Tuesday night filming and recording the podcast. I'm Chris Maddock, the host from the West.
And I'm James Thomas from the beautiful Port Macquarie on the mid-north coast of New South Wales. Thank you for joining us once again for, what's this, episode 11? It's Legs 11. Legs 11. Right, 11 episodes.
Not allowed to do that anymore, mate.
Why?
It's politically incorrect to wolf whistle.
Is it? Okay. I'm not on the job site. I'm on a podcast.
Sometimes I get whistled at when I walk past the job site.
Yeah. What's his name?
Usually Steve. Shout out to Steve Campbell if you're watching, Steve. How are you, mate?
Mate, what a fortnight it's been since our last episode. So much has happened. It's an interesting area, the collecting world. I've got some news to share later on in the show, but we've got prototypes being sold around the world. We've got more releases getting upcoming releases being released. Some issues still down under the distribution.
So hang on, can we just clarify? Upcoming releases being released? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, upcoming releases being released. I don't know how else to say that. What about NBA season? Oh, NBA season starts tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah, giddy up, mate.
Oh, how good is he going?
He looks sensational. You watch him play, and he just looks like he's right at home.
Yeah. He's very not as tall, but he reminds me of a young Luke Longley.
Oh no, I think he's better than Longley.
More mobile, hey?
He's more mobile, and he's getting those. It's his balance. Like every time he's got the ball, he doesn't look like he's off balance, and he shoots the ball well off both feet, and really good.
Yeah,
so Aussie, mate. We've got we've got Paddy Mills, we've got Giddy, we've got Ingles, we've got what's how do you say the you got Simmons, you've got Matibel.
Yeah.
So
Thibault, Matisse Thibault, Simmons. Oh God, I really want to back him, but I don't know the full story, so I can't really say too much. But mate, is he turning into the Nick Kyrgios of basketball at the moment?
Look, I'm sure we can find there's probably a Kardashian that's involved in all of this. We need to find out what's going on here. There's got to be a reason he's not quite himself. Hey, how was the NBA fantasy draft? The FDU Fantasy Cup run by our mate Adam.
Yes.
How did you go? Who'd you get?
Off the top of my head, I know I got Paddy Mills. I got three Aussies. I got Paddy Mills. I got Matisse. There's one more. I can't think of right now.
Did you get Giddy as well?
No, I didn't get Giddy.
Somebody was brave taking Giddy in about the 10th round of that draft. He's not going to get that much court time.
I got Steph Curry. I got
nice.
Lowry. That's all I can think of right now.
I got Lillard.
Damien Lillard, yep.
And other than that, I can't remember. But I'm excited to give it a go. Hey, do you know what I was doing this week?
What were you doing this week? Oh, holidays.
So I've been back at work for a week. I did have holidays when we had our last chat. I'll just put up a quick picture for anyone watching. See if you can pick where I'm playing golf here.
That's got to be the main football ground in WA.
That's at the Wacker, mate. That's me hitting a nice drive at the Wacker. I got in a bit of trouble now. I went to a course for teachers there. They're doing different sports, so we had to hit off AstroTurf. And then 3 days later, they were playing a one-day there. So pretty good to have a few hits with a 7-iron on the Wacker. I hit 2 into the stands as well. And people running it were getting pissed off. They said, "Oh, can you stop hitting the ball so well?" And I said, "Well, it's just like Kurt Hennig, mate. It's Mr. Perfect here. I can't stop hitting him that well.
Oh,
I went on a bit of a holiday too, mate. Do you want to see my holiday photos?
Yeah, go for it. Where'd you go, buddy?
I went to Rottnest, mate. This is so. If anyone who's from WA, just a quick flick here. We've got beautiful crystal blue beaches. That's some crappy accommodation, but you can see out there there's beautiful ocean views. The native habitat of the quokka. So a quokka only lives on Rottnest or in a few small parts of our southwest of Western Australia. The cutest animal in the world. You always see the celebs doing the quokka selfies.
Yeah,
they were they're smiling. Bit of New Zealand fur seals for our friends across the ditch. We've got some New Zealand fur seals off the island. And then there's a pub on the island that looks straight out at the water so your kids can play and have a swim while you can sink some tins with the family. That was really good, mate. Thanks for asking.
And for those listening around the world, Western Australia or Rottnest Island is on the west coast of Australia. So if you're looking at
25-minute ferry ride off the coast of Perth, can be quite choppy, that ferry ride, and famous for having about 16 shipwrecks around the island because when the Europeans were coming here to take over, they didn't really realise how reefy the area is. So
there you go, a little bit of history. Well, how about we
bring everything in this pod, mate? Everything.
How about we get into it, big fella? So let's kick it off with community news.
News.
Well, let's kick it off with our good friends, our major sponsor, Go Figure Collectibles. Support Jeff and the team from Go Figure and use code FDU5 to receive your 5% off store-wide. Now, rumour has it, I saw one of our members, Lucas Moneta, going back to work today, who resides in Melbourne. So let's hope Go Figure Collectibles doors are open. What do you reckon?
I'm pretty sure Melbourne's coming out of lockdown this week as well, aren't they?
I don't know. I honestly don't know, mate. I have not been following it of late since because New South Wales had a lockdown. But in saying that, so I get my second jab on the 1st of November, but all my privileges in New South Wales have been taken away. So I can't even go to Target or Big W to go fig hunting at the moment because I'm not double jabbed. I've only got my one jab, so that's a bit frustrating.
Is there any way you can lie?
No, because I need to see your what do you call it? Your certificate of some sort.
Oh, there you go. We don't have anything like that here. We just do what we normally do.
Are you jabbed?
I'm double jabbed, mate.
There you go. Wow.
So,
see, on the mid-north coast here, it's been tough to get it.
We had to over here, just being in education, you just know what's coming. Eventually, it's going to be, if you're not double jabbed, you're not going to be able to work. So I just went and did it. I had my second jab in the school holidays just gone, so already had no symptoms or anything, and just like afterwards, no pain, nothing. Whereas my wife had a really sore arm. So
so did my wife. Well, back on to Go Figure, they are responsible for tonight's Q&A prize giveaway, which is a Brian Sherman, which is from Elite Series 87. So that's a cracking figure, even though I don't really know I know who he is, but I don't really follow him. But it's a great figure of that figure. So well done, Jeff and the team. Wrestling with Figs podcast merch is available online, wrestlingwithfigs.com. We've got bundle packs where we can buy things individually. Support the pod, support Chris and I. It all goes back into the podcast to keep delivering these shows for you guys and help hopefully bringing you guys a bit of fun and joy along the way. Figs Down Under community. Is there a greater community worldwide than the Figs Down Under community? I love it. Got some great members.
Do you know what I love this week in the community?
What did you love?
I love that video. Now, whose video it was has left my brain, but the video of the young guy getting the Sergeant Slaughter from his dad.
Yeah.
So you could tell he was getting choked up. He obviously had no idea that was coming through. But what I want to know is, firstly, can that family adopt me? Because I want a dad buying me a Sergeant Slaughter. Secondly, great form on parents. And he did say his dad also loved wrestling as well. But the knowledge to bloody get that figure, fantastic. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was awesome. I like you, Chris. I think I commented as well because, you know, the relationship my dad and I had with wrestling, and his favorite wrestler was Sergeant Slaughter. To this day, I still don't understand why, but anyway, I thought that was special. I thought it was really special. So, good point.
When I hear these stories, I think to my own dad, and my dad is the sort of person who, if I said to him, and this is a true story, hey, he said, "What do you want for Christmas?" Dad, I'd like a Liverpool soccer jersey. Back in the late 90s, when it was actually something you had to order in from Europe to get one over here.
Yeah.
What do you reckon I got for Christmas that year?
A Liverpool jersey?
A Wallabies jersey. And you might ask, well, wonder why would your dad buy you that and not what you asked for? Because he could get one of those from the store in Rebel Sport or whatever it was down the road. That way he didn't have to pay extra. That's just my childhood right there in a nutshell.
Mate, but yeah, live to tell the story now. They're funny stories, mate. Join the Figs Down Under community, guys, on Facebook. Answer the 4 questions, and we'll welcome you with open arms. So on to figure news. Figure news. So first up, we have got Mattel, mate. We're going to start off with the new championship showdowns. I don't collect these myself, but I'm sure there's many members and listeners in our community that do. I've got an image up here of Australia's very own Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Now, they've gotten rid of the, what would you call them? Buckles?
The belt plates.
Belt plates? And now that looks like, what is that? Like some kind of stand, you reckon? A double stand?
Well, if you look in the top right of the picture, there is
yes.
It's something going on with the stand.
Yeah.
But
I didn't even see that.
I'm a bit confused. What do you reckon they do, James?
Well,
it looks like Charlotte's. Yeah, you say.
It looks like there's extra stands or something to hold them on there. See how you can. Like
Charlotte's sort of standing on one part, and Rhea's doing a drop kick, but just doesn't seem to make any sense to me.
Anyway, well, in this set, the new Championship Showdown set, as I said, there's Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair, Kane versus Stone Cold, and Cesaro versus Roman Reigns.
I'll tell you what I do like about these is they replaced the battle packs not that long ago, and they just seem to have pretty good characters. Now, if I was a parent buying for my kids, you get 2 figures for pretty well the price of an Elite. So it's a pretty good deal, and you can sort of get them straight into the hands and start having your little federations and getting things going.
Yeah. For all earlier series, check out Go Figure. I know they have got most of them in stock, so hit them up and use your code. Next up, this will blow your mind, Chris. The Sideshow Collectibles. Are you familiar with Sideshow Collectibles as a company?
No, I don't know anything about them.
So they're a pretty big company over in, I'm going to say the States, but a lot of their artists are Japanese or Chinese, and they hand sculpt these bloody amazing pieces. I had a few Marvel pieces, but they make Hot Toys. You know, the Hot Toys 16:1/6 scale figures. Similar sort of companies, Hot Toys and Sideshow, are somehow affiliated. They have releasing a Hulk Hogan and Macho Man quarter scale statue. Like that Hogan, look, it's good. It's good. The head, I think, much like the Survivor Series figure, the head lets it down a little bit. But
the eyes. No one can get Hulk's eyes right.
Yeah. But look at the arms on that.
Yeah,
that is
awesome.
Amazing. That is amazing.
The definition in the muscles, fantastic.
Now, the next one I want to show you is the Macho Man. The Macho Man is spot on, in my opinion.
It's a great figure, a great sculpture. It's hard because these are like artist renderings. Whether it actually looks this good when they're actually made, well, let's wait and see what happens.
Absolutely. Will you be getting them?
Order them?
No, not for me. Not for me. But, not for me. Look, you know me, Chris. I've got my rules and limited space. But
both of those fall within your range of purchase.